Hi guys, Nicholas here from the Southern Islands, and we are back with episode 10 of the Tropical Hour GX podcast. We're also recording on 10 October, so
10,
the perfect 10. So as usual, we have our Tropical Podcast GX members, our multiple worlds player Jeremy. I mean, I'm also technically a multiple worlds player now lah.
Exactly.
Boss Thomas and Danny Gigas is being
Transform.
Yes, transformed.
Happy trade in the
Trade.
trade for champion.
Yeah, trade for national champion.
Kena Thorton.
Kena Thorton win.
What the?
So our Singapore champion is here again, back again for our podcast. Thank you for joining us once more.
Welcome.
So for this episode, we are gonna look at the recent Grand Slam tournament that we hosted here at Goodness Gracious Games, in preparation for the 2 town leagues that are happening this month. This month's Lost Origin meta that's like you blink eye and it's gone already.
Yeah.
The fastest fastest meta ever.
A lot of engines lah.
1 month.
A lot of engines that involve hanging flowers.
A lot of power.
A lot of flowers.
A lot of hang flowers. So we actually held this tournament for the past 2 weeks in a BO1 format with 2 pots per day, just to get us used to the BO1
Format.
town league that we'll be playing for the rest of the season. I think most of us are not very used to that for like very long time, and then now we're like all in the air. But I love the Grand Slam tournament. Though. Did it really like help me get used to the 35 minutes?
It's a trial, so we try it for 2 weeks first. Then next time we'll see how.
Yeah. So maybe if you guys like the tournament as well, like just let us know if there's anything else to improve or what on the whole tournament.
Feedback
works
lah,
out. Yeah.
basically.
Why only one guy got 51 points?
Oh yeah, why one guy with 51 points? Yeah, so the overall highest points is the guy who loves Pokemon the most.
Yeah.
But thank you for like donating the prize to the actual finals this happening later lah.
We scared lah.
You know, later own self win own tournament a bit paiseh. So
Crucifix.
Crucifix.
Outside my shop.
later
crucifix.
people thought fixture. So later.
Also congratulations to Yong Xiang, who got second place.
Yeah.
Can also check out the interview I had with him here somewhere. I put somewhere. And Wayne and Divesh got. Oh, Wayne, yes, you also got. Don't get to collect your prize,
Thank you, man.
Don't you collect your prize. 2 packs. So we had 2 pots each day, on Tuesdays and Sundays. So players also had the chance to change decks in between. Yeah, so we can try different decks. So some of the top decks in that tournament, thanks to Wayne for collecting this data.
Win stats.
First, yeah, Ryan. I think Ryan was one of the first to collect the. So we needed 30 GSP. So each win gives you 3 GSP Grand Slam points. And if you collect 30 GSP, then you qualify to the final. So there are 12 players who qualified. Ryan was one of the first who did in that first week. And he used Zoroark VSTAR. It was like a very interesting Zoroark VSTAR.
Talk about this later.
Yeah, we definitely talk about this later. So we're going to discuss about all the lists that
did well.
and things you might consider to play for
Town League
coming up.
And our personal opinion.
Another like very popular deck is taking hang flowers. There are 2 kinds of hang flowers. There's one hang flower with just the
Giratina?
with the mascot Pokemon of the set. And we also have a Lost Zone box. So those 2 decks were very popular. So I think Hisuian played Giratina. You also played with Giratina as well. Yongsan played his Lost Zone box.
He also played Lost.
Yeah, he also played Lost Zone box as well. Another deck that I not a big fan of, but also did very well was Kyurem VMAX.
Surprisingly, that is quite a surprise to me.
Also, I think probably matchups we never know as well. So Harry and Jewel played that. Arceus Tina. Shout out to Cash who played that one. Cash played that one for a 3-0. And big shout out to Captain Vikavolt. Actually got Bryan who actually 3-0 with Vikavolt. We'll definitely talk about that later for sure. Another like surprising deck that we'll talk about is Bjorn's Greedent.
Greedent deck. Arceus Greedent.
Quite interesting. Maybe you can. I don't know if you'll consider that for the town league, but it's a big shout out.
In the best of 1, you just want to catch your opponent by surprise.
Yeah, this might be the deck. This might be the deck. I myself got one with Mew, so we also discussed whether double turbo Mew or Fusion Strike, which we go. So let's look at some of these decks. Let's start with Lost Origin box, Lost Zone
Giratina.
box Giratina. What do you guys think of? Especially you guys like play this one more.
Yeah, you can ask it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Tina has a overall neutral matchup spread. Unlike the Lost Zone box where against a tank deck you kinda cannot really kill the first one because of the healing. Yeah. But then this one gives you the more neutral matchup spread. But then it loses a lot of consistency.
True.
Yep.
Okay. I want to ask because I've seen recently that there are some players who are pushing for 3-3 Giratina instead of 2-2. Like where do we stand on this? Like, should we like emphasize on Giratina or more on the small baby Pokemon that like supports it?
I like the 2-2 build. I feel 3-3 is a bit too much for, especially when you have a lot of other attackers like Sableye and Cramorant. But if you were to remove those attackers, then I would see why a 3-3 build would be better.
Because I've seen like if they go 3-3, they might like cut out the Cramorant to 1. I've seen some people
They
cut
might cut
out
the
the
Sableye or the Snorlax.
yeah
totally.
altogether
Yeah.
just to fit the 3-3.
Yeah.
I guess it helps with your like VMAX VSTAR matchups lah.
Yeah, I
Right.
think comes down to preference lor.
Yep.
Like if I were to play Tina, I would play 2-3. I like 2-3.
So 2V and
but
3
then
V
people will
star.
ask why, right?
Yes, of course people are gonna ask why. Yeah.
Because like from a mathematical point of view, it's easier to lost zone a V star than a V, because you bench down the V, whereas the V star is always in the deck, and it's easier to search out the V star, because you don't play ultra balls.
TLDR is you better very fast, you put the V down first.
Yeah, correct.
So
Because
the V star will
so
be
your
yeah.
flower selecting and your chorus won't like the odds of you lost zoning a V star is higher than the odds of you lost zoning a V. And I don't know, this like the list we're looking at right now, I think this is John Ing's list, right?
Yes.
He only plays one ultra ball. Because I know some lists they play higher counts of ultra ball. So
Yeah.
I think it really boils down
Yusen
to,
was playing a higher kind of Ultra Ball in his list.
yeah.
4, right?
See, so it really like boils down to like your preference lah, I would say. Like the counts are not fixed because we're so early in this meta. Plus like just now Wayne mentioned like why this is better over than the lost box.
Not
right?
better.
No, not better.
Neutral.
The neutral are like why is it like what the advantage that it has over the lost box is
Thank you.
because Tina can just clear all your Gudras, your like Duraludon, all your nonsense lah. Basically, all the thing that don't want to die. Yeah, Tina just come out and make you die. Yeah.
How
I think it's
I
okay
think
lah.
the question of this deck is, out of 10 games, how many drop on V start do you have?
Yes, that's a good question.
But do you feel like you need
Way too
champion?
many.
Way too many. Okay.
Yeah, but for me, I think depends on your meta lor. Like depends on you think how many
Mews
you
are
will
good.
see
Mew
lah.
lah.
Yeah.
Because A++, okay, but for them over at the US, because they are BO3, right? So the Draper has a lot much more value. Because like mathematically you won't start Draper as much, and like the stats that you start Draper, it don't matter because it covers back because you're playing BO3.
Yeah.
Whereas for us it's BO1. It's either you play
You
Mew,
start the
play
Draper-
against Mew or you don't play against Mew. So that's why Mew is like most of the sometimes very good in BO1 as we've seen in regionals because you know even like X amount of people might be Draper, but you maybe just dodge them
Yes,
completely
yes.
because you won't even face
It might
them.
be in the price.
Yeah,
It might be in the price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why here comes the argument lah. Because if in our format, would you play Drapion? I mean, for me personally, I won't. I think I can win the Mew without Drapion.
Yeah, you can use the Giratina to
Yeah.
take care of that.
But
But I
it's-
would
of
see
course
I would
it's
see
good
it
lah.
more like
It's-
I see it like more essential in the like would it be more essential in the lost zone box deck instead without a Giratina inside?
I feel like the lost box, the lost box is in the one with the Zard, right?
Yes.
That one really has a very inbuilt good matchup against Mew because like there's so many ways to take your 6 prizes.
Yep.
Compared to the Tina, because if you start Tina, then like they can just burst your Tina. Or like 280, you know, sometimes Mew just go crazy, power them, but
Yeah.
you know, that kind of nonsense. That's why the triple is for you to close the game faster. Yeah. It's a safety net lah against Mew. It's basically like, okay, I take 3 prizes, I win. You know, that kind of thing.
Okay, I got one question as because I've like dabbled in the deck, haven't really played it. When you get Roxanne Puff, what happens?
Roxanne Puff. But your main draw engine is also got comfy.
You got
Yeah.
comfy, you got Gwen. Oh, half of Gwen.
Basically,
Yeah.
how the ideal way to play this deck is you set up in the board, you set up the checkmate situation, so Roxanne doesn't really affect you. But
Okay.
then it's quite hard to achieve that because Tina itself has to discard energy, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
So
and lost zone energy
so
was
this
it's not
is
just
where
that.
you will see the difference in players. Those players that know how to set up checkmate and those players that open themselves to Roxanne. And this deck can easily play around Roxanne. Just saying. If like so many lines, there's so many lines to take, which is why I like Michael Premowat's build, the one with the twin energy. Yeah, because twin energy is a free Tina discard. But I haven't really played Tina lah. I'm more of like the Lost Zone box person.
Okay.
Yeah.
One last question is that if you're way in here, to have energy recycler or more ordinary rods.
I played with 2 rods. I played with 1 rod and 1 cycler. I played with 2 rod, 1 cycler. I think in the current meta, it's more important to have 2 rods because of the amount of horns out there that goes after comfy. So I think for now, rod would be better.
Okay. Speaking of the lost box that you were mentioning earlier, let's look at another like lost. Yeah, that's right. Let's look at the lost box deck without Giratina. So we're focusing on single prizes. So we've seen the deck evolve a lot, like since the set came out. Like
there's a lot of versions of
it. So many versions of this.
Because it's technically a box to kill things. Now you see your meta got what you want to kill out.
Correct. Like we've seen like from the beginning of regional league, Yongxiang playing the like that whole counter box version. Then I've seen stuff like
Thorton-ed Dannygigas, just
the champ.
Straight consistency, no bullshit.
I've also seen like even before all that some nonsense with like playing Cramorant and like 3 Articunos and just like poking like mad.
Because it's a new like it's a new format ma. When new format comes, you want to try things, right? You want to play the new cards. I feel it's okay, but now there's so much hate on this archetype that sometimes you have to play. I don't know, play better lah. I would say, like you just because there's that if you pick a deck that you know is gonna get countered, the only reason why you pick the deck is because you are confident that you can outplay people or like you know how to handle the matchup. Other than that, then or like you know that your opponent counters don't work. For example, like at the start of the format, everybody is playing Empoleon, right? Double.
Yes.
They started from single Empoleon.
Then became double Empoleon.
So like, what is Lost Box answer to it? Lost Box answer is basically just play 4 paths lah. Like Thorton-ed Dannygigas.
That's what Thorton-ed Dannygigas.
So you see, like it's this very weird state.
Like people countering each other.
So
in a very
meta,
fast, meta will change very too fast.
The meta changes every day, with all the online tournaments and everything. So it's like I think what is important in this format is you play something that you like and you are comfortable with, and it has a decent matchup against the board lah. You don't freaking pick a deck that has like 10 bad matchups. Obviously it won't work. Even though you're very comfortable with it, obviously it won't work. Like pick something that has like neutral matchups across the board. Maybe 1 or 2 bad matchups, but you can navigate through those bad matchups.
Okay, we go back to the Lost Box deck. So this like the latest version of Lost Box now includes Regigigas to try to take down the VMAX Pokemon. So I also played against a similarist. Kyurem was playing it the last the GSP on Sunday. So I like you were saying that I like the inclusion of Regigigas. But it's like there's a lot of thinking here, It's like
this list right is like telling your opponent like, okay, whatever you play I don't care because I got every counter everything in the format. Which is currently known.
Yes.
From what I see, Gigas deals with VMAX. Zard is just Zard lah.
Yeah, big boy here, everything.
Saber Eye is just doing Saber Eye things.
You got SQ for the
ISQ for Blissey, ISQ for Regigigas, because now a lot of them remove the Thorton because Flying Pika is no longer in the format. It's a very weird a double Snorlax for Mirror, you just scoop out everything, put Mirage Gate into double Snorlax, just continue hitting with the Snorlax. It's a very good deck. If you know how to pilot it.
It's like a lot of
decision making also, because your flower selecting.
I think we hang flower when you open 2 important cards. What do you throw?
I don't think this deck is very like newbie friendly. I see a lot of like new players, they say, I just want to buy 4 comfy. It's not wrong. It's just you're not equipped to play the deck yet. I feel like when they play, then they do the flower, then they look at the 2 cards, then they think 5 minutes which one to put down. That means you cannot play the deck yet.
I think the Tina will be more friendly for beginner.
I would think the most friendly is just play Arceus Tina.
Tina has a very fixed game plan like you know that okay, I need to spawn out the Tina, then I take my prizes. But for this kind of like counter box, quote unquote, like you got so many options. Sometimes you don't know like which is the correct route.
Against different opponents.
You have to do different things against different matchups.
Because I feel like this kind of deck, right? You cannot just watch YouTube. You see Azu play one, then you say, wow, this one I know how to play. Then you sit down, the guy, one guy, he bring one Greedent come down. You stare at the thing, you don't know how to go.
So it's very you have to know your matchups well, I would say. Like you must know how to navigate. And that's the problem because we are playing PO1. You don't have the chance to
to
game
learn
two,
game 2 like I figured out the match and then
yes.
okay, let's take it out.
So that's one of the reasons why like it might be a risky choice.
So I feel like if you're new to the game, don't play this at all.
But if you know the meta well, or like you guess you predict like okay you will meet these kind of decks that you know your lines well, this is the deck that I will pick. To me, I think
it's even against a lot of decks.
I will put it as strong as Palkia because Palkia is always damn strong. Because why Palkia is so strong is because so many things you can do with Palkia. That's why this deck feels that way. Just that it's less consistent in a way because like sometimes your RNG bad, you know, like you flower into maybe Zat plus like supporter and you have no supporter for that turn, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay, so what, if you had to give this a 5-star rating, how much you give?
I'll give 4.9.
4.9 out of 5. Then
the point one is because of variance.
Depends on player like you are the pilot, then you know how to play. If it's a newbie, I'll give you a 2.
Okay, but like because the list we are saying here and thoughts list, they play very differently as well. You see,
yes,
that's
correct.
Of all these decks, like all of them play very differently, which makes it which why I think this format is very fun. Cause like you get to play a lot of different stuff, even though it's the same archetype. same archetype, but different ways of playing the deck. Different lines, so many lines. To me, very fun.
I like.
All the stadium also a bit different.
Yes, exactly.
That's true. Okay, speaking of Palkia V-Star, I think this is a deck that most people know lah. It's the most standard deck that we've seen like pre-Worlds, now post-Worlds. The deck that Yongxiang took to Day 2 Worlds. I think there's nothing to complain here. This is the most like there's nothing much that like there's no real text that you can really add. But I have one question lah. 4 Irida or 3 Irida? 4, right?
Definitely 4.
Because I've seen a lot of online tournaments and some like tournaments in the US that they're dropping down to 3 Irida. So it's like a question of like why or
they have
should
no
you?
Space, lor.
They want to put some tech cards out. They want to be some techie boys. So it might be hard.
Yeah, the thing about this deck is so good. It's just ridiculously good. I think Palkia very strong as a card.
This is also, I don't think it's a very newbie friendly deck because you have to go and use the drizzle.
To find the card you need.
Like if you put one professor inside, right, confirm the guy will go and then drizzle take one professor.
Then discard
so I feel this is for a mid-level player. Like he played a while already. At least play 3 sets.
Yeah.
You play 3 standard sets already, then you play I think okay.
Then the timings of like when to play this or that.
And the argument of all time 4 versus 1 VIP pass.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that as well.
Come down to I think
it's a 1
lor. Okay, you like why a lot of these we see they do well in like overseas, right? Okay, very simple. They play 9 rounds. Okay, 9 round series on day 1, right? They play best of 3. Assuming you play all 9 games, all 9 rounds, you play 3 games. That's 27 games. Hence, you play 4 VIP pass. That one makes sense because the number of times you open with VIP pass is higher. The return is higher. But for us, we are playing BO1, right? So we have to ask ourselves. Sometimes if we play 4 VIP pass, I open with means I open with. I don't open with means I don't open with.
On the BO1.
Hence, you see the difference between Japanese list and like
the rest of the rest of the world.
The rest of the world. A lot of them favor 4 VIP pass, which I agree. I can understand where they're coming from, but why Japanese people tend to play 1 VIP pass instead?
Because you dead hand you.
Yes, because it's BO1. So that's why I myself also struggling whether 4 or 1. Like both has its merits lah. Yeah.
But I think you play 4, you need to play 4 Iridas. If you play 1, you need to play 4.
Definitely. Because that one is like standard lah. Yeah, that one cannot run. That one.
For sure. Okay, another Palkia. Speaking of Kyurem, another Palkia variant, I would say. So, okay, I played this at Regional League. Not this exact list that we're showcasing here, but this is the list that the most common now lah, which is a mix of very very highly pushed to Kyurem 3/3, then Oranguru 2-piece to try and like constantly get the charge in, and then I think this is how the list was like first like evolved to, and then slowly some people realized that this thing needs healing, especially against Lost Box. Like fighting against all the Cram Run, like the Shovel comes out, and then I've heard that from you, Jeremy, that some people are putting Hyper Potion now into the deck.
Yeah, I think that's the new in thing.
Hyper Potion.
But for me, looking at Kyurem, I don't know. I'm not like especially after my regional. Okay, so in Regional League, I played with Inteleon engine because for me, I was just thinking of this is a better Ice Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I only had one Oranguru. I didn't want to like go all in with Oranguru. Like this, and then but like this current version as it is now, like very focused towards VMAX. I don't know. I'm like a bit iffy on it. I don't know what you guys
It's
think.
just I feel they chain like two, then they try to chain the Kyurem
with like Oranguru. Like some of them also play like Rotom phones. So like if you somehow got like an extra Kyurem in the field, which you usually won't, then you can like triple charge something if lah. So that's also like another way lah, but I'm not so sure lah. Okay, my question for the floor is Empoleons in Palkia and in Kyurem, yes or no? And if yes, what or two?
I think so far now they're experimenting with one still okay. It just slows them down a little bit lah, but I think they can survive without.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm like by not playing if I'm not playing Empoleon, am I disrespecting Lost Zone? But as someone who took a double Empoleon build to regional league, right, and faced like four flying Pikachus, and like can you imagine I'm opening my hand, right, and then I see the Empoleon in my hand, and my starting hand, so I'm happy but now I'm wondering after game 3, right, should I drop the Empoleon down as my starting Pokemon?
Because you have no idea what.
Yeah, and then when the opponent flips the flying Pikachu, then I'm like, oh crap. I'm just like, if this guy can charge, I'm just giving up 2 prizes there and then. So I don't know, in a BO1 format, whether whether I'm disrespecting Lost Box or not. Yeah, I'm not such a big fan of Empoleon anymore lah. Although playing 2 GGG for the weeks leading up to it was very fun lah. Especially when opponent open the comfy.
I feel is the reason you feel it better here is because it's a more confined. Because the GG is only a small part of the Singapore playing group.
Correct.
There's a lot of different shops. So when you go to play a big event,
like see people they don't know, some new players.
Yeah, so here maybe people say, oh, I just need to play better. I need to build all the meta and play. So you will get to use your deck cards more. Yeah. You just go random, I don't know lah. I don't know what shop. There's a lot of shops everywhere. You random sit down, the guy I just start the game. I play Ice Rider, then your Empoleon do what?
Exactly.
This build I don't think you should Empoleon solo.
Yeah, maybe double.
I think you shouldn't Empoleon solo.
I don't like Empoleon because I think it's a very subpar card. Especially now, when the meta has evolved that like
they know how to
counter it.
When Lost Box
are
all playing Path, so why waste the space to play Empoleon when you can just play healing and try to like rush the 6 prizes.
They can colon also.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I feel this deck needs to run Cologne. Like this deck needs to run so many things that it makes it very. Okay, no doubt it has the raw power to like rush through. Like if you're playing like against Arceus, well, I think there's a like it's like 85-15 or like probably there, unless like you break. But if you're playing like against let's say Palkia has so many ways to screw you, man.
Yeah.
Like so many lines of play, and this deck also dies to freaking Path. Like Path Roxanne is
yes.
There's so many ways like you can, like you are so ahead, but then suddenly the Path Roxanne come after you cannot play the game.
Yeah, suddenly like you're just stopping your tracks.
Yeah, I feel like this kind of deck is very good. Like when the format is not yet defined, you just like raw power through everybody. But when the format becomes more defined, you have to find those correct tech cards, like. And then because if you tech and you can't tech for everything, because if you tech for everything, you start become bricky.
Yes, correct.
So you have to choose your techs and like hopefully
the matchups in your favor.
Like hopefully you hit the correct matchups.
Correct.
The program should be limited.
Yeah, I think you play both lah.
Yeah.
These don't.
I will play 1-1
You
though.
take out the
I think now it's a very like in thing to play 1-1.
In fact, the BL1 format, you want to have like both.
Because like. And plus, because like this list they play 1 Sharer, 1 Roxanne, so like the Lumineon can help to like fight, during that.
And you play like one of supporters.
Yeah, I think Lumineon is a must.
Not so T-Comkia
Yeah, unless your name is shifting.
Recently you play Crobat, very easy for the Snorlax to whack.
Yeah, that's the problem with this deck also, which is why the matchup is so bad.
That's true. Speaking of Arceus that we were talking about earlier, Arceus, we've seen Arceus with Giratina, we've seen Arceus with Flying Pika. I've also seen Arceus with both, as we're featuring here, with both like Flying Pikachu and Giratina inside.
I thought about surfing Pikachu.
Whoa. Got a badass over here.
But I mean, I did saw someone play that.
Yeah, madman.
Man.
He was at the top table.
He was top table.
At a certain point.
Look guy.
Yeah, look guy.
to play with both buddies or choose one buddy? Or lean towards one buddy and like 3-3-1-1? For me, wow. I like
If you're a true Singaporean, you'll say play everything because you're kiasu.
Oh, true. Okay. I will play everything. Because I am kiasu. I will play everything. Okay. No, seriously though, I would I would just like rather focus on one.
There's so many
Okay,
energy.
if you had to focus on one,
Flying Pika.
you rather play Flying Pika.
No, okay,
Pika.
if it's a general tournament that I've never been to, I go to a different shop, I just play
Yeah.
Giratina.
Okay, let's
Easy.
say like next week is like the next regionals.
Yeah, and I like
and you set out this deck. So will you play Pika or you play Tina?
I play Giratina.
But you say you add this one everything inside, right? The Tina makes the deck so clunky. You see, it's like so many different energies.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is
like,
why
wow.
I would also play
Yeah.
Tina only. I won't play the Flying Pika because I feel that
I mean, you
You
like
don't need
three
the
type,
Flying Pika
three
lah.
type of energy, you know.
it's so greedy. Yeah,
It's okay.
yeah.
Like that you like got 3 type only, like without the lightning, right? Still okay.
Yeah, still okay.
You do so many, wow.
Yeah.
A bit
They
hard.
change the lightning to water, can Melanie.
Melanie.
Not wrong.
Might be
Yeah,
true.
not wrong,
Yeah,
not wrong.
Arceus.
Then at least you got another out game. I also like Giratina more because you can shred.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
One of
Don't
the-
never forget about shred. Never forget about shred. Love shred.
And Tina helps Arceus in a way that like Arceus' problem was
Cannot
like,
kill
damage
more.
cap.
Yeah,
it
it didn't
You
have
play
a.
the very long game, but then with Tina you can like okay, 280,
It's the Reshizak of this era. No?
Yeah, it is
It's the
actually.
Reshizak, yeah. So like,
280 belt, half the Guardian 4.
Yeah.
Like okay, like I see this list right. I just remove the 2 Pika, change the 2 lightning to 1 psychic, 1 grass, play Charon Care. Yay!
Yeah.
You have a good deck.
yeah, so much easier. now you do everything up, then you come, hey, my grass in the price,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
here,
Yeah,
one
Imagine
already
playing,
attached to
imagine
the
playing
Bidu.
this and you like
Like,
pricing
wow.
like 2 lightning or like
It's like,
you
wow,
price
wow.
like 2 grass, you only have 1 grass energy. You know, it was so headache, you know.
The reason they're flying Pika is because the DT is usable between
Yeah.
But the DT is
So-
also
so
usable in
greedy, yeah.
Gira because
Yeah.
you can use it to lost zone that kind of way.
Exactly.
only after you are able to charge the Tina.
That's true.
But the Pika is one matchup now.
Lost box lor, they just want to do
I mean,
like,
Gigas is still a thing.
Gigas is
yeah,
still a
lor.
thing.
Oh,
lah.
yeah.
Gigas,
Don't forget
Gigas.
Gigas. Don't forget Gigas. Gigas is still
The
a thing.
Lunato Sorok.
I mean, no, that's the
That one lah.
He's having a funeral right now.
Okay.
the saber
We-
eye
we
munching,
RIP.
munching on never.
RIP Zoroark Tune. Let's look at, speaking of Regi, let's look at Regi. So, post Worlds, Regi has, I think the biggest difference is that Regi Gas has bumped up to 3 copies.
because of Lost City.
Because of Lost City, because of when Lost City came up, then like, just knocking out 2 of the Regis to just end the deck immediately. But besides that, I don't really, like,
There's nothing.
Okay, I
new
got a
with
question.
They give energy.
yeah, there should be
Yeah,
a gift
yeah,
energy as
yeah.
well. So that's another like good bonus. So,
So
gift
I
energy.
want to ask a question. Since there's Thorton now, should you play Thorton in the Regi deck?
Yeah, so remember
Okay,
Ralph tested Thornton, right?
Yeah.
Ralph tested Thornton, like it can come out amazing if at all.
No, it's not with that. Like for example, you just leave like let one of the pieces but already died.
Jimin style.
Yeah.
Jimmy style.
I feel like Thornton, you should play Thornton, no, regardless whether it makes the deck
It's whether-
clunkier
yeah.
or it makes the deck slower or like it makes the bad, like quote unquote more bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like you-
I feel
Yeah, more
if
bad.
this list you shouldn't play because it plays buff.
yeah.
But if you play
Yeah.
Pokestop, then you should play
Yeah,
Thorton.
yeah. But I think you should play both. Like 2-2 split. So like this list plays 3 buff, but
So
I feel
like
like 2-2
2-2
split.
lah.
Yeah. I know like there's a lot of ways to play Regi. Plus somehow now right with like Ice Cube coming back, you know, Blocker Face.
Yeah,
coming back
Blocker
into the-
Face.
coming back into the meta because of like Blissey and whatever not. All the more you should play Thornton and maybe you should play the Amazing Rare Uverter. Yeah, cause it's with that build right has answers to everything, but most of the time it loses to yourself because
you can set up or
either you cannot set up or like the sequencing in the deck is very hard. It's, I will rate one of the hardest. I would think Lost Zone is actually much easier than this nonsense.
No, this deck really hard to play.
Yeah, because like sometimes you know the what's the dragon type? Sorry, I'm not
Regi
sure.
Jago.
Yeah, you know.
Hey,
the-
don't do
only
that,
draws-
Regi Jago,
yeah,
hello.
Only
Regi
draws
Jago,
to four,
okay.
right? Yeah. So sometimes you have to discard resources to like try to get your what do you call that combo lah. Yeah, get your combo out lah. Yeah.
Those
It's
are
still,
like
it's still a
that.
very strong deck and if the Lost Box is not prepared for this deck,
Yep.
this deck just eats Lost Box lah. For I mean I won't be surprised to see this weekend like
A lot of people
if
might play by
Regi
yeah.
wins lah. Yeah, it's one of a decks that I think is under the
Under
I
the
won't
right
say under
player.
the radar, but like it's like people know about it, but do people respect it?
Under the right player, this deck can beat
under the right
everybody.
player, because it really has answer to a lot of things.
And probably the would you say the cheapest deck?
Yeah, I think it was one of the cheapest.
It's cheap to build.
Oh, but
hard
the
to
cards
find.
are hard to find because of,
Yeah.
like twin energy.
Yeah, where you gonna find that nowadays?
All those core capture energy. Sorry,
yeah.
that's like quite hard to find. Yeah,
I think Pura, this deck lose to itself, right?
a
What-
lot
yeah,
of
a lot
the
of
top
places,
players.
yeah.
Because I mean, it's hard to get the 6 ma. You have to run good lah. You have to, which is and
Which
some,
is what Pokemon is, man.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Next deck is a deck that has been coming up in the meta. Blissey
Online,
V, online, And we've seen I think 2, was it 1 or 2 that played? Ansem played, right? Ansem played.
Ansem played the other day.
Yes, also on the GSP. So Blissey V, it's back. I didn't think it would come back. I thought it like gone and buried like
But
few worlds.
it works well against one prices.
Yeah, that's why it's back.
That's why it's back.
That's why it's back.
So like it will be back. I feel anything can heal, which I said before in I think the previous podcast. I said anything can heal will kill the one price deck.
And then pop this thing appears. reappears.
I mean,
I mean this deck is like a, like niche pick. Like okay, today people not prepared for this nonsense. I shall bring this nonsense.
Yeah.
And the deck is not, I wouldn't say it's hard to play, but it's like maybe you got a bit of micro decisions, like to bench this, not to
very
bench
minimal
this.
micro decisions. Like.
Yeah.
Like no, to bench this or not to bench this. If I bench this, then I cannot rope. Then like what happened?
Yeah.
And this deck can purely win because you can just put 2 down, put down 2 Miltank, and just win.
Yes. Yes.
But
Yeah,
why-
that's
why they
which is always the
playing
option.
Sorry.
Why they playing
They play buff because of Duraludon. Then
Yeah.
to stop Duraludon and
have
to
to
stop
buff lah.
and to stop Mew also lah, because you are
Kyurem
kind of
also.
afraid of Mew.
Yeah.
Kyurem also ma. Because Kyurem can blast your BC ma. And Mew can do
Because I thought it's like play
Yeah.
Pokestop, then play like.
Oh no lah, that one is the
switch,
more
like,
more
Labor
aggro.
Town
But I think this version is more like controlled lah. Very controlled. Yeah.
Speaking of Thorton, so I believe someone played a list of this with Thorton, but with metal energy to become.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Mr. Basco Legion. Mr. Basco Legion. Yeah, so I feel like because
Pokemon
to fix your bad matchup, by you play Puff, then your Greninja cannot throw. Means pretty bad lah.
Yes.
Pretty bad. Yeah, shouldn't do that. So I feel like if you were to play Pokestop and you just play Thorton and everything, I feel it might be better.
I think the Greninja is just the early game to throw energy lor.
Yeah, this kind of energy because you need that
Yeah.
getting. I always see with Blissey players. The problem is getting that 3 energy
so
into
the
this
issue
card at
is
the beginning.
you come out your BDC, you go on Greninja, then
Yeah.
opponent start with one Duraludon. So are you gonna puff on your first turn?
No lah, you buff the turn when you want to hit lor.
Yeah. But your second turn you want to hit. Already.
Yeah, second turn then you buff lah.
Yeah.
You don't need to buff the first turn ma. You don't
Then
have
from then on your Greninja just sit down there. Only.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Correct.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, but this deck is like that lor. It's just like this deck is just
So the-
simplicity at its best.
Yeah.
I just attach energy, attack. Then you hit me, I draw cards. Like.
So like, would you say this is the easiest deck to play?
Beginner friendly?
Beginner friendly, yeah. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5 for beginner friendly.
I think it's a easy deck to play, but hard deck to master lor. Cause like
But the thing you squat there, right?
okay,
opponent might not know how to
the
win.
basic
Yeah.
strategy is very simple lah. I just
Yeah.
want to war
It's
you.
good, mah.
But then like if you
Yeah.
play at a higher level, you play against like people that actually know how to play the game, then there comes the challenge lah. Like
The-
bravery over money.
The hard part will come
Yeah.
in when the opponent feeds you the wrong Pokemon.
Or like hyper potion now,
Yeah.
or this game if I can Sharon get to double Miltank, does my double Miltank win the game for
Yes.
me? Yeah, they kind of nonsense, A lot of like thinking behind. Although you see okay lah, yeah, like quite brain dead, but actually got a lot of thinking behind.
Yes, yes.
Which is why I love Pokemon. Sometimes the game like see very simple.
I
but
knew the word will come out this episode. I really love Pokemon count ×1 to do now.
Times one.
Times 1. Okay, so you were just saying earlier about this deck's one of the deck's bad matchup is Mew. So
Yeah.
let's look at how Mew has evolved.
Yeah.
So, we've gone from the basic Mew build that's been stuck for so long, and now suddenly Meloetta disappear, Fusion disappear, we have this 4 DTE, and just all rush in.
It's very bad.
Bad. I'm on the.
I don't like the 4DT only.
I'm also on the fence of the don't like playing 4
I don't like when you cannot go second use another turn and kill
Yes.
someone. Especially now the Pokemon are so small.
Okay.
And the conflicts are so small. Yeah.
for us BO1, right?
So that's
the
line
fusion,
here
the fusion
line,
strike.
ETE side.
No, the fusion strike one, right, has its merits because, like you said, you go first, you go second, doesn't really matter because you just attack the turn.
Yeah.
Then you can attack. Like, does that make sense?
Yes.
So meaning like you attack. If you go first, turn 2 you can attack. If you go second, you turn 1, high chance you attack.
Yes.
Yeah, which is why the version of the fusion strike energy is good lah. But for this one, right, for the double turbo version, right, it kind of hurts you if you go second. Sometimes. It's fast, it's consistent, the one with Pokestop. It gives you a lot of answer. I really like this version more because number one, it offers hand disruption, which I think is very important in this format.
Yeah.
Because like all your chorus,
very weak to
one
that.
turn they see like 7-8 cards. Wow, it's damn annoying. It hurts me when I see my opponent have like 10 cards in the hand, I want to money them, I want to like disrupt their hand, no, they will just hold combo pieces. And one good thing about this deck is because of the way the deck is built, right, you can actually play Puff and Roxanne yourself.
So you can,
which is
you can use
it's your Drapion answer lah,
Yeah.
basically. Because nowadays players they just wait to take the 3 prizes, then they go into the Drapion and just clean up the last meal, right? But this deck, you say no.
Yeah,
Kill my first meal, I'm gonna Puff Roxanne you, then I win the game in 2 turns. Yeah. Which is why I think both has its merits, lor.
Yeah, both its merits.
And why I think like TPCI people prefer this version, right, is because they are playing BO3 also.
Correct.
Yeah, actually it's a huge difference.
Yeah,
like
in BO3 you are 100%.
100%
one of the game you build
yeah,
start first.
you go first. Yes, exactly. Whereas like if for us BO1 it's really like 50-50 lor. If you go first, okay, good. If you don't go first, then sometimes some decks are not as good going second.
So I feel this deck isn't good for BO1.
Would you play it in a BO1 tournament?
I mean,
Everyone should play Mew.
did play Mew.
Everyone should play Mew.
Yeah.
Okay, we say manipulating here.
But I think it's okay lah. It's a good deck lah. Regardless you go first or second, because now Mew it has another depth law, like which is not. It's no longer the like okay just go 2-2-2 I win the game. Now actually you have to think, like. And like I said, Mew also like you see very simple to play, but sequencing is a pain in the ass lah. Sometimes like wow, do I like okay if I throw this power tablet, then can I have enough damage to take out the X amount of Pokemon to win the game or not? Or if like okay, like you see this right, you see Echoing Horn, you see Lost City. So if I play down my Lost City, my opponent don't remove the Lost City. Does it hurt me? Or like I can horn back something to take the 2 prizes later. You see, like so many micro decisions which makes the deck interesting I would say more interesting than ever to play now compared to last time. Last time it's really a bit brain dead.
That's true.
Let's be real just flip catches. Now it's no longer about just flipping.
But I feel like to fix the Drapion, if you play Marionetta, means the guy to use the Drapion he has to boss the Mew behind.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
So you see, right? So it's like by playing Puff, I do Puff, then you stop your own guy, then you do what? Then he only plays 1 vacuum.
No, but
Then you
the problem with the fusion strike one, right, is because you don't play hand disruption, so they can just hold the combo pieces into the hand.
You could play.
You can play or what?
You can play. You
What's
can play
stopping
one
you?
money, right? Yeah.
Just remember like in he played
Yeah,
here.
he played- that's
But
why it's like
let's
play-
take Haoki for example.
Yeah,
Haoki played fusion, right? In regional league. And he also played disruption.
You play 3 money, right? Remember?
Either 3 money or 2 money on Roxanne. I remember got Roxanne in the deck also. So
it's
it's not
just
saying it's
deck
hard.
building.
This is one of the decks that you run good, lor.
Yeah.
Really. Like
True,
Mew is
true.
really like
It's a
if you-
BO1 deck.
Yeah.
It is,
If you
it is.
run good, you run good lah. But the
I mean,
argument behind the like 1 prizer and the like the future strike energy and the non-future strike energy is like the future energy sometimes it clunks.
Yeah.
Over a course of like longer period of time, there will reach a point where your draws are just that bad.
Then you money then you buy
Yeah, which is why they prefer this because they play so long. You understand what I mean? Like they play 3 times more games than us.
Yes,
so for
correct.
us it's like 7 rounds. For them, if they play to a BO3 every game, it's like 21 games. So out of 21 games, the result is like okay, this is much more consistent compared to the future strike energy. Because I won't get screwed by like okay, my future strike energy price or like I open my hand with 2 future strike energy. Now what? That kind of nonsense. This one no bullshit. This one is just okay. Even if I mail away my DTE, I got silent to take back. Because most of the time I just need 3 DTE to end the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is why I think this is more consistent.
So is this good for new players?
I won't recommend them to. I mean, you can take the deck and play, but you can just try understand how the deck works, lor. But if you want to play, if you play Mew, right, you don't, as a new player, don't expect to win a lot because there's so much Mew hit now, like with Draper and everything.
Yeah.
Is there?
I mean, yeah, I
He's
mean,
there.
he's there.
The
I
one
mean,
that
if
starts
with
The one that starts Drapion.
is
Yeah,
there.
but other than that, I think it's a good deck to learn. It's definitely very tricky.
It's a good deck to invest in because it will
because it won't
Yeah,
rotate, and plus it doesn't lose much things.
And we're gonna leave battle deck coming soon.
So I think as a new player, I think this you can just take this out and play to just understand now.
Can advertise my new how to play new VMAX
also-
video. But okay, I needed 12 GSP the last day, so I decided to go back to Old Faithful again, and then got my PS4. So it's good, I feel, in the BO1 format, but again I was playing Meloetta lah. But I'm not saying that this is like not good. It's a very great version.
I feel like it comes down to like
maybe it's our format.
Like what you
preference
prefer,
as well.
what you prefer.
Like I like that. I don't want to path myself.
Yeah.
So I would rather when the Drapion comes, I use Meloetta to take it out. And then if I can take it out with take out Drapion and then money that same turn.
But that's the issue, you see, because the opponent won't play the Drapion till the last 3 prizes.
But if he gets to that point,
that's why.
Honestly, if he gets to that point,
I don't
he wins
think Meloetta is a direct answer to Drapion, but I can see his merits because you are taking a prize on turn 2, high chance, like 75% of the time, because the deck is just built that way lah.
Because for my experience playing is Lost Box, I was sparkle are you if and on the commentary video that will come out soon as well on the pack opening party channel. I see many Drapion don't come out for the finisher because they come out because
They feel trapped.
or I can't deal enough damage. I can't Kreml run that turn maybe. No, Kremls are gone because of Lost Box. So I have to come out now and take the 3 prize. So end up they don't win the game. It's like they got 4 prize left or 5 prize if they take that time. Commonly that's what I see lah. Again,
because they cannot.
Because the ideal would be perfect. If they take the last 3 prize come out Drapion. That's perfect.
So
that's a perfect play lah.
These guys just don't play Drapion in your Lost Box. Just play better.
I wish more
Stop
people
trying to cheese people. Stop trying to
listen to the guy who loves Pokemon, so I can play new.
But he can't play on the town league because he's declined.
Oh damn! None of us will be playing the upcoming Town League, so good luck to you all who's playing at the Goodness Gracious Games Town League.
Whoever got in, you already clear part 1.
Yes.
Part 1 is to get in to play.
Yes. The first step to going to Worlds
is to get to actually play tournaments.
to get elected.
But
None of us are. Okay, I won't be around lah. But the two of you like tried.
Spectator pass ah.
Spectator pass.
I can open Pokemon Center. I sell some products. You can go and queue.
Okay, let's look at some interesting decks that happened that we played at GSP. I think the first that I really want to talk about is Greedent. Bjorn's Greedent. So when I heard that someone was playing Greedent VMAX, I was just like, wait, what?
Don't pair.
Yeah. But it's quite interesting that he chose to pair with Arceus.
Because you didn't really need the Arceus technically. Because he
Set up.
No, like moons before, like at the start of before regional start, I had toyed with the idea with Greedent, with Thorton, inside Lost Box with Mirage Gate. So it's because it's BO1, right? Because BO1 you want to cheese people, you just your Greedent come with sure win, there's no way you can lose. But then it's not consistent that's why. So maybe I think that's why he chose to play with Arceus.
Arceus is more consistent.
Arceus is very consistent because you just put down Arceus, you can put charge to your Greedent.
Then you won't lose that because if you put a double turbo on Greedent to attack you,
exactly.
It becomes only 10 damage only.
And Greedent VMAX has the attack that can really draw cards also in case you gonna in case you gonna hand disruption or what.
I also like the inclusion of cleansing gloves in
This is the ultimate I hate Lost Zone deck.
Yes. So if you set
he even plays a Horn, just to Horn and boss your comfy and take 3 prizes.
Yeah, each piece takes 3 prizes. So the glove when you attach to your Pokemon, if you were to damage a psychic type Pokemon, it's plus 30. There's one glove for every different type of
So
Pokemon.
he chose to play the psychic one because now Comfy's all around and Saber Eye also. And he plays powerful energy as well.
Yes.
The hit is so real when I see the list.
And master for quick shooting.
Yeah.
There's also a Rapid Strike
for
Master to call out the Inteleon quick shooting for the extra ping of 20 damage.
This is the I hate Lost Zone. I already hate Lost Zone deck.
But we have to give it to Bjorn. He always plays kind of deck.
Yeah. It's very
He played
interesting.
Slacking.
Yep,
Oh,
Slacking.
Corvi Knight.
I remember losing
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Slacking.
Slacking.
Arceus, Leafeon.
Yeah, Arceus,
Espeon.
Espion, yeah.
So shout out to Bjorn for his like interesting decks. Please make more, so we can talk about it more. Another interesting deck is Captain
Vikavolt.
Vikavolt. Hello,
Use
Bryan.
kickball on opponent's turn.
I mean,
So
no, he
he
forgot.
fought Ruben.
Yeah.
Then he attacked him no item. Then Ruben used quick ball. Then he said okay. Then I just told
I
him.
don't lock.
Yeah, BM,
Then I
the
just
BM
told him.
is
I
real.
said, are you sure? Yeah. Then I like, okay. Nice, right? Nice, nice guy. Good job, bro.
Yeah.
So Bryan played Vikavolt a lot.
Okay, what changed? Let's talk about that make
Rapion
this deck.
compared to
No, like that makes that viable. Why do you all
Rapion.
think like this deck?
No scoop up net
Yeah.
for your opponent.
I think because of the meta also lah.
Yeah, it's for the meta lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the pure like
Like you comfy.
you
already.
take a look at like Lost Zone deck, they play like what 30 something
Yeah.
The item you cannot scoop up, you cannot proceed the game already. Yeah.
And just nice Kyurem is weak to lightning now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect for
Yeah.
Vikavolt.
And it's not hard
And
for
the
him.
Zapdos also, they
Yeah.
boost the damage.
Yeah, the Zapdos Pokemon Go adds 10 damage.
Yeah, not hard for him to get the turn 1. Also.
Very not hard. Very not,
Yeah.
not
It's
difficult. at all.
easy.
If you go
Yeah.
second
it's very
As someone
easy.
who's played Vikavolt
it's very
yourself,
easy. Yeah,
how often do you get the turn 1 item lock?
I think 80%.
and to add insult to injury, they play Pokestop, bro.
Yeah.
That's ultimate BM.
Yes.
Take
Take
Pokestop.
Take item, take item. And then flip. Then I use Crushing
Yeah.
Hammer as well to extra slow down your opponent if you just miss a step. This deck is
Then comes
very
my
insane.
second question: why, if this deck is so good, we don't see it other places?
Because
Why-
it's
why-
not
why?
good against every deck.
Yeah.
I
And
think it's good.
it only works in the BO1 format.
Yeah.
Because opponent don't know what to do, then he emotional.
Correct, correct.
Then you know,
Emotional.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you play against a person, you just don't no item, then you
Yeah.
then you just repeat that 5 times, then you win the.
Okay, you remember the limitless deck, the one that Todd played for like Worlds, the Vikavolt, Ludicolo, think that one.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Zas.
The whole team,
Yeah, the whole team.
I actually feel like the deck is actually quite viable in our current state of meta, because like it covers a lot of ground and which is why I think Vikavolt like itself is. I look at this, it feels very cheesy but you have to flip like 35% hits of your crushing hammers for this to be like actually like really really good, or like your opponent has to start bad hand. But then for us, because we BO1, right, so the odds of sometimes your opponent start bad hand actually
I
quite
feel
high.
this is a very good BO1.
Yeah, because like it don't allow your opponent to draw out of it basically.
So I feel basically like you can change the Pokestop out to play other things also. You feel like a lot of you can play Lost City, you can play Path,
Yeah.
you can do a lot of things.
Lost City really like
Yeah,
The person
if you
who are
really
damn
feel
sad.
that the whole meta is just all that right, you just Lost City.
So I feel like one of the issues is because like now our meta locally, or like not locally, like in GGG, right?
Yes.
Like not many people play Arceus as well. Like cause like this deck is actually not really good against Arceus because of the damage output,
Yeah.
etc.
Correct.
Which okay lah, I think it's a good deck lah. It's fun to play lah for sure.
The day I play against so many Arceus.
Yeah, this is like definitely fun to play.
Also, next set we'll have Regi Lucky VMAX.
Regi like the one yeah.
Adds 30 more damage.
Yeah. So like was quite hype right when you read about it, like so now I can put like VMAX. Then I actually have a like strong like tanker, and it's the best part is free retreat. So even people boss it out, just retreat.
Until January.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vikavolt, yeah. Before rotation.
Before rotation, there's the D, it's the
Silver
D, right?
Tempest meta lah. Yeah.
Checking shoes over hammers? Yes, no? I know
think-
lah.
I don't know.
With,
I feel like
hammer with shoes, you can dig through your deck faster.
I feel
lah.
like the issue
to get that turn 1, right?
Yeah, no, but I feel like the issue with the deck is not the how to say it's the damage output lor. Like because doing 50 every turn while locking your opponent sometimes just doesn't
A
work.
bit dangerous.
So the hammer helps lah.
Yeah.
Like to set your opponent back 1 turn, especially like if you fight Kyurem, Yeah.
I can Drapion take down a Kyurem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
No, but like the Drapion only work 1 then for the second one, he can just like charge behind. Then you have to dig for
He
your
got one
balls.
Palkia.
Sorry?
He got one Palkia and he got one Orange
Palkia.
I mean, if I think
So
Kyurem
I'll
deck,
take
bah.
Kyurem, I'll take Palkia, I'll take Orange Guru.
Oh, you mean like the price map? Yeah. But but I don't know. It feels very. like it was being one, like what Thomas said, because like your opponent don't like see say what the hell, what cannot get out.
You see that day.
I so used to playing trainers, why not I can play?
Yeah.
Like,
Because
right
that day the
my hand
new
cannot play.
player, like, so he sit down. Then I think Wayne played the deck.
Oh my gosh.
So
Tom and poor
so
new
when
player.
the guy his facial expression, right, shows exactly what will happen if in the B1 format.
No.
Like you go and play down league, you sit down, you kena this. Then the guy is just, I heard this lost deck is very good. I go and buy everything, buy RH, I fucking like. Then he play. Then he sit down kena. Then he just sit down there. Then the next thing he take out his phone, he book Grab, then he go. Yeah, so it's like that's why I feel it's like this. Why I feel this is why it's a good BO1 deck.
Got outs lah.
If you're new, you don't know.
Yeah.
You see, so you watch Azu GG play, then you just everything was just follow how Azu GG play.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's why I feel it's a good deck, but new players shouldn't play it because what's the point? By the time you master it, you rotate already.
Yeah, exactly. You only have like very limited time
True.
with this deck. So Captain Vikavolt, hopefully you'll get more points
You'll
down
fly off to the
this.
sunset in January.
And the last deck I want to talk about is Ryan's deck. So yesterday Ryan he got 30 GSP with this deck. So
Just this deck.
Yeah, just this deck alone. Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR. It's not like the builds you see online. So his one plays 4 powerful energy.
Yeah.
Insane.
Kind of unique.
Kind of unique, very unique. Like we were discussing when we were commentating about the GSP tournaments for week 1, there were a few different kinds of Zoroark VSTAR builds, right? I saw Empoleon as well, with Water and Melanie. But I think I really like this one though, with like powerful energy.
Yeah, it's.
Seven's Care, One
I
Piece.
think he put a lot of thought into it, like why play powerful energy, and like he now plays Path as well, which is like just an answer to Dura maybe.
Yeah.
Like just to take that one turn.
Because Dura is actually his worst matchup.
Yeah, I would say Dura is the worst matchup. Okay, like why this deck like they don't do as well is because I feel like sometimes you just have to draw like damn good. Like this deck is really.
It dies to itself.
Yeah, that's to itself. This is like Mew when Mew first came out, like Fusion Strike.
You
Mew.
cannot weave a turn of tempo. You weave a turn of tempo, you lose.
They give it the tools lah.
And so many single prices around lah. That's the second reason law.
The ability helps it to get what you want.
Yeah,
no, but sometimes like if especially this matchup against like Palkia, it's like if we don't boss order the Palkia, you're screwed. Or like if the Palkia don't boss order you, he is screwed. So like that's the kind of iffy matchup lah.
I think it's a very even deck. It's like a 50-50. It can be played all the time, but sometimes it's harder to play.
Yeah lor.
Yeah, it's just like that only. It's a very even, it's a 50-50 deck lah. So that's why Ryan probably he likes the deck. He know how to pilot it. So
Yeah, the one prizer matchup also a bit tough lah. Even though we like Sharon K.
just slowly hit
Yeah, you have to slowly.
because
really have
you
like,
get to hit
outlast.
faster.
Yeah.
And you get to clear more things. Sure.
In a very, very favorable matchup spread, this thing can just clean up the tournament.
Yeah, I feel like and going first also lah.
And you must have luck is a skill.
Yeah,
And if it's really bad hand, he just use the V-Star.
which is why now the 4 Path build so strong. Like I said, like Path very underrated in our format.
It is really.
Like I think we will start to, as the meta develops, more people will start to like realize that actually Path is damn good. Like I don't need to have training card. I don't have to be so greedy. Why be greedy when I can stop my opponent?
You see, usually when the new set come out, right, the first 2 months is the person trying to play his own deck. And the last month, he want to make opponent cannot play it. So he will just at first, right, you will just be
that's
all your bad job, all
the bad job.
Then when you reaching the new set coming, you see it's all just Path.
It's like that's how the meta develops, I guess.
That's true. I have one more deck I want to discuss. Bonus deck.
My favorite is ready. Wait.
What deck? What deck?
Arceus Greninja V Union.
Yes, you were reading my mind exactly. Let's talk to the person the victim of Arceus Greninja. What do you think of Arceus Greninja V Union, the brainchild of our?
Okay, I have to say this. If I don't say Raouf also build it, he's gonna scold me.
Oh, Raouf also build lah.
No, because he say he got helped me to build. So
He did?
thanks Chigu.
He did? What did you do?
Just say he got help.
Okay, you got help. Thanks, Raouf. You're the man. Yeah, what do you think?
You versus it twice.
Yes, you versus it twice. Two different players.
Different deck, but I
Different
think,
deck.
As in he used different deck.
Yes.
But I think because everybody trying to remove their mana free now, because now if you put mana free, you're gonna get saved by anyway, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of decks, like even you see
Or Cologne.
yeah, you put Manaphy, you're gonna get Cologne. So I think for this V Union to be able to take four prizes or 5 prizes of
5 prizes.
That's what he did to Hisuian, I think.
Yeah.
He did to Hisuian.
Comfy, Saber Eye, everything also eat. Yeah.
Insane, huh?
Yeah.
You found the secret deck. Is that the secret deck for Town League?
A person that built the deck that never even want to play the Town League. Yeah, it's just fun.
That's why I play 2 Manaphy.
Yeah.
So too many fee now.
Then you sit down, then the guy never play Greninja.
That's why really
he play
meta
Mewtwo V Union, then he start to put 16 damage
top
counters.
list is double Manaphy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like a deck that we should talk about, or rather an archetype we should talk about, is all these V Union deck.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, we just look at Greninja, then we look at Mew lah.
Yeah, look at Mewtwo as well. So Mewtwo.
That day, me and Raul were discussing.
Okay.
So which one is better?
Mm.
So he said whatever he's gonna build, I'm gonna build the other one. So him being the fickle-minded person, he said I want to play Mewtwo because Mewtwo very cool. That's okay. Then I build Greninja. Build finished, then he said, "Hey Thomas, your Greninja like not bad." Eh. Then he never built Mewtwo. You know. So he like I just told him, then where's your Mewtwo? He said, "Oh no." But personally, if it was me, I would play Arceus Mewtwo because Mewtwo prevents like a lot of things.
Depends
You-
on Arceus Manaphy.
Yeah, Tina cannot V-star you.
Mm.
He laugh at you. He sit in front there, he laugh at you. You cannot put damage counter on it, he laugh at you. You try to hit him with one prizer, he heals 200 damage.
Mm.
Which is why I feel like
Yeah.
it might be the sleeper pick for the coming regions, like
Me
Arceus.
too,
You
yeah.
know, you know the deck that like kind of pop up before Worlds, like Arceus V Union,
Yeah.
Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the deck it should have a placing in this format.
Like it just like after
Nobody know how to fight it.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
post Worlds, it seemed to have just like gone back to
Because
Street Fighter.
everybody play the new toys, like we
True.
got a lot of new toys like Tina.
It's very funny.
Like,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
okay, the Tina matchup might not be that good, but it's manageable, I feel. Yeah, and probably when meta settles.
You see, the thing is, the Tina needs to set up with all the things in his. But if you really make fast enough, your confis cannot even let you set up
Yeah.
your Tina, then it's like, yeah. You have to be very lucky. The deck. But fundamentally, I feel,
7 the 7
Yeah.
in Lost Zone sometimes. a bit
fundamentally,
hard
it's Arceus deck.
to-
With
Yes.
like Sharon Care, all this.
Yes,
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 yes.
yes.
So,
And the disgusting thing about the V Union thing is it doesn't care like Miltank. Like it doesn't care.
Mm.
And you fight Palkia is like kind of like 100% win if you know how to actually fight. Like it's not 100%, but
Yeah, not 100% lah,
but like it's a good matchup against
okay,
Palkia.
the one energy 130 damage was like,
Oh my god, yeah, Greninja V Union having a 1 energy 130 damage was like was the big eye opener for me. I was like, wait, what? It has a 1 energy attack?
Yeah. And its power, if you guys don't know, is you can spy on your opponent's hand every turn.
Well, that's
yeah.
perfect.
So you can look at opponent hand.
You can have perfect information while playing the
Yeah,
game.
you
Yeah,
look at him.
imagine.
One
Wow,
time.
nice.
One
You got
time,
boss.
yeah.
You got boss order. Wow, full out, very nice money. You hit.
You want, you're thinking about the money, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, your hand quite big, ah. Can I have a look and see? Eh, oh, energy, ah. Okay lah.
Yeah, it's quite,
Whatever lah.
it's quite funny lah, but then again I think it's viable because like all the points you all brought up, but like because people disrespecting like no longer put mana fee or like I only play 1 mana fee then kena cologne there's nothing I can do. Yeah.
But imagine your fear, when you are playing, then your opponent uses a quick ball and discards 1 leg.
No, he used
Yeah,
adventurous.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, adventurous discovery.
Take 3, say like, what
Yeah,
the
which
hell?
is why like this like BO1 format like allows this kind of deck, you know.
Mm, the surprise factor.
Yeah, the surprise factor lah. It's
It's where Bjorn
it's a
shine.
thing lah. It's a thing. Yeah. It's really a thing lah. Like compared to BO3, because BO3 sometimes game 1 you get information like you know you are losing already, but you get information on the deck before scooping to a game 2.
Yep.
Yeah. It's very different the way like we have to build decks and the way we play our games these days lah. In the BO3 and BO1.
But I think quite funny when next year the Vikavolt rotate, right? Then you play Pikachu V Union. It also has an item.
Oh!
Congratulations, guys.
Don't forget, there's one more card with item lock.
Yeah.
This is connect.
With
This
a very
is on
big
next.
picture, you can see the effect there.
Yeah.
he pushed the whole picture.
160, right?
Yeah. It hits harder. It
It
hits
hits
harder.
harder,
Yes.
yes. My god, with Regi.
Yeah. I think probably someone will go build that.
Then you put the Zapdos, he hit even harder.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
No,
basic
because
Pokemon.
it's not considered as basic.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
basic, yeah, basic. Yeah. You can't quick ball it.
So
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
But you hit with 25 different Pikachu.
Wait,
so
but
you can understand.
does Lecky increase basic only or just lightning
I think
Pokemon?
Oh, I think it's basic only. Though.
Oh,
Basic,
then-
I
then
believe
they
I'm not
cannot
okay.
be-
Not so
But it's
solid,
still disgusting lah. 160
It's
trainer
yeah.
lot.
I think it's a lot.
2 hit everything.
Yeah, and item lock.
Yeah.
2 hit, item lock, everything.
So that day we were discussing about Mewtwo V Union. So Mewtwo V Union is pretty funny because you can play suspicious foot team.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
it's like, okay, so it's like your Tina hit me ma, 280 ma. Then I suspicious foot team.
Then you
then I
super
kill
regen.
200.
Yeah. Then you waste the resource on
The
the
guy
hit.
at you. What are you doing?
You want to 2 hit? You want to hit me
Then
again?
he send the 2 energy to lost, so then you look at him. Thumbs up, man.
Thumbs up, man.
Yeah, which is why I'm not surprised like if someone actually like
Sender watching it.
like go think about this and then like what's the current meta you see the decks, all these funny decks like Mewtwo V is like I feel like it's in a good spot lah.
Yeah. Don't forget if you are playing V-Union and you win, contact us.
You must share that list.
Share that list.
No, you share
Probably like
Oh,
play,
share
Then
that
they
list.
met deck.
Yeah, like Arceus Arceus with Mewtwo V with something metal, just deal with Kyurem. Yeah, probably someone will out
Play
there will figure
Zacian
it out.
reunion.
Yeah, probably,
yeah.
just to deal with the Kyurem more.
Yeah.
Yeah, lor.
And the same video can kill everything. That's scary.
Zacian reunion. Metal saucer.
Bye.
Play the 2V union.
Now the
8.
Zaman Sentai is one metal and double colorless, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Shall see lah.
Yeah, let's just see. To wrap up today's podcast, since we're not playing Town League anyway, if you were playing Town League, what would you bring?
I think I'll stick neutral. I'll play Tina. So Tina I can take the big decks and then the Lost Zone box I can take the small decks. Yeah.
Oh?
Me, I'll play Lost Box with Ice Cube and 2 Regi, 2 Snorlax, and 2 Saber Eye. Because I'm an idiot. And I will play Charizard inside also because. And I'll play
Which Radiant.
Radiant Charizard
You
over.
must ask him what to build. What deck he like open his supermarket.
Yeah, everything's so in already.
Yeah, I'll play
Like you were
the-
saying, much a true Singaporean.
Yeah,
everything inside.
BDIF, guys, if you know.
It's BDIF when there's everything inside.
Yes.
Yeah, if you know how to play. If you know how to
Got Regi inside?
Huh?
Regi inside?
I think I can live without. I can outplay the Kyurem without Regi. I feel lah. Yeah.
Boss, if you were to play, just play
Reunion.
Vunion. Yeah, exactly. Best deck in format.
You see that day, Wayne took the card out and read twice.
That's the best.
So you will feel the pain. You sit down, BO1, then you take, wow. I said, hey, don't need to read the card. I take the big one and put out. You can see yourself.
I saw Arceus I did full bench without mana fee.
Yeah.
And then I had to scoop up and then put down the mana fee.
See, that's why.
Yeah, BO1. That's why I can play these kind of fun things.
Okay, I would personally play Mew lah because I don't know.
I like
I'm a bit lost.
Best deck.
Best deck, right? Because I'm just waiting for next month when my true calling will come. Regi Drago VSTAR. Please. 4-4, yeah? I'm looking for 4-4
Then
Regi Drago
never
VSTAR.
come out, then come in Regi Drago box.
No! No!
PCI sends his
That will be damn
regards.
fun.
I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised. So probably the next podcast we'll be talking about Silver Tempest then.
Yeah.
Also the Town Leagues lah, that finish.
And
yeah,
Town
yeah,
Leagues
yeah.
then finish, of course, the results.
Then we
Then we see V-Union wins.
Yeah.
V-Union wins it.
So sad.
Yeah, but until then, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.